nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. He's got him. At the 40. There he goes. And the explosiveness. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Eakin. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
Hey, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Looking for room. It's Sticky. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. You just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Delayed to the back. It's Sticky. Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. On the move, it's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Red Raiders! To the air, it's Hammond. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The run inside. It's Dickey. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Might have a chance. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Joyner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the quick. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Hammond. He's going to run it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He lets one fly deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, score some PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Johnson. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
On the run, it's Dickey. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. How efficient have they been as they extend? The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. To throw, it's Hammond. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Turns it loose. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bucks! They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg. Unleashes one. Fired in there, but incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Simmons. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Running inside, it's Dickey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. There's some room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
I tell you got to have great timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
start here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll keep it on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown! Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A strike downfield. Touch! Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing Matt.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And we have breaking news.